Kevin Abring really happy with his result. That would have been good enough for P7 yesterday in Q2. Got the whole shot, and then Dan really good to be sensible enough to anchor up, avoid all the contact on the way through, and he's loving, isn't he, the fact, where are they? That's the thing, isn't it, with Rallycross?
Yeah, I loved hearing his interview then. He just said, I loved getting my first hit, which of course you don't normally do in rallying. Yeah. So, but he is doing an impressive job and got very good awareness considering he hasn't been in the racing field.
Well done, Kevin Abring. First qualifying heat race win for him in World RX. Take another look at this one. So Liam from slot number 3, equal on the start with Shisha. If Shisha had gone Joker with him, he'd have had to give him space, but he'll have seen him when he dive on the brakes, and he'd see Shisha loses out in turn 1. And when that car drops back down, you know you're clear for the Joker on your own.
Yeah, so it's a good sight for Liam to see, knowing that he's going to be going into the Joker on his own.
Parsonen left out front after Shisha jokered on lap 2. Shisha was close to Doran here. So Liam didn't really look to be that out of sorts on the track, but you know, he doesn't just, well, you could tell from his reaction at the end himself, he's not super comfortable. This was Parsons' joke. Now watch this, because he goes really hard on the gas, really late on the brakes. It guarantees the spot now, but he knows he's deep. On the handbrake early. That is a great bit of car control, but unfortunately, Shisha gets up underneath him. He loses the place there, and sideways again loses another place at the bottom of the hill. So Timmy Hansen, Kevin Hansen off the line, splitting the strategy. We had a feeling they'd do that. You can see how much room they've given themselves. Sabo here losing out in the first quick. You see Bakkerud going Joker, and Bakkerud actually would have done a decent time there as well, Dan. I think he's gone P5 as it stands at the minute. So is it enough?
I mean, you'd like to think for Timmy's sake it is, but we saw the GCK boys were on fire. The GRX boys were on fire in warm-up this morning, and I really want to see what they got to do. This is the attempted pass from Szabo, but for me, I think Szabo should have just tried to go to the Joker. It wasn't worth trying to pass on track.
No, just go there on that lap instead. I mean, it's nice to see that you can make a pass, or at least attempt to pass in turn 1, but cost them both time. So Timmy Hansen has done a time of 2:41.0. Will it be enough to win Q3? So Tim Azyanov not over the moon with his run. Said he made some mistakes by himself, and Danny would be disappointed when he to go to the Joker on your own. You know, you just, well, it's a bit gutting, isn't it, when you don't get it done? He had a clear track. I'm guessing he was coming in thinking, yes, I've got it.
Yeah, so it is annoying having those mistakes, but I mean, maybe dust could have played a part in it. We could see how much was being kicked up there, and well, there's still a bit lingering around in our comms box. It's that dusty out there, so it is a distraction. It does like throw you off of your braking points and so on, so that could have been maybe a slight issue for him, but it is frustrating, especially when you had a clear track.
This was Balmanis with a super sideways Joker, but the squabbling on the first lap had basically cost 3 of the 4 drivers plenty of time. That meant that Niklas was able to come out clearly behind his teammate Gronholm behind his teammate Tim Azyanov. Look at that, tidily done. And no contest behind them really. So these guys all on the pace, expect them to be in the mix, but the Hansens done a great job in Q3, and Tim Azyanov with a couple of mistakes. Take a look at this start then. Bennett on the inside loses the start to Parsonen, but he's beaten Derrida, and okay. Parsonen goes down and he makes a last minute decision to go. Now watch the next corner. Derrida, look, he's too late on the brakes, going straight on. Tries to get back on the gas, but I'm guessing he hasn't got it down a gear there, down, it's bogged and stalled. Yeah,
you can see he had all 4 wheels locked up and maybe not able to just dip the clutch, so completely locked the engine up and stored it and had to get going again.
Parsonen really sideways. Bennett chasing him down, but it's going to be the last we see of these guys, I think, unless a few other people have disasters in this session. So Shisha had obviously discussed in detail what to do with the starts, particularly with Balmanis on his inside. He got the start he needed and could execute one of the plans they'd made. You've got to make multiple plans down, particularly with the first corner Joker.
Yeah, it is really hard here for them to plan what to do, especially when, you know, you don't know what the other guys are doing. But luckily for the GCK guys, 2 out of the 4 cars in there were able to be controlled what they do in turn 1.
Yeah, so you know you're going to at least lose one car off to the Joker, don't you? So great tactics by GCK, but it really is difficult. So when you've got that option, you either win or lose. On a track where there's no Joker in turn one, it's pretty easy, isn't it? You either win or lose the start. You've got maybe 4 or 5 corners, except for Hollier's coming next where it's turn 2, where you can pick a strategy. But here, with the Joker on lap 1, you've got to make multiple plans for what happens off the start. Schiesserich made those plans with his team, and he executed it perfectly. So maybe it'll be enough to see him in the semis. We haven't got long to wait to find out. Here's a look at the replays from that one. Watch for Baccarat here. He goes absolutely all in. You're with Mark and he comes across the curb. Hang on a minute, there's Doran outside me. There's Baccarat inside me. Liam's outside, he's on the gas, can't come through. At this point, Markham's car's okay. So where was the damage? Here it is again. Time there, there's nothing amiss to me there. I reckon the Markham damage came later because it was rear quarter, was it? Is it contact with Liam on the brakes here? I don't think it is. Either way, that's brave, Dan.
Yeah, that was really brave. And, well, there, Markland's car just, well, no, don't even know what happened
maybe?
there. But, yeah, Andreas's move was what he needed, and it worked out for him, luckily.
Well, luckily, I think is the key word there. You know, it maybe didn't plan to go that way, but he went that way off the start. Baccarat went all or nothing. Luckily for him and his fans, he got all as a return. Take a look at this then, Dan. Off the line, Timozyanov, I'm sure here this is a team move.
Yeah, so Timozyanov there putting the squeeze on the brakes, and then, oh no, I think he did want to go standard lap, but just ran the car too deep, but was really good to squeeze Kevin out and then put the pressure on Timmy.
Yeah,
Timmy ran wide in turn 1, and then Timozyanov had to go into the Joker lap because he had no chance of getting around there.
And it actually, so if Timozyanov had chosen to go Joker, so, okay, squeeze Kevin, good on him, you know, he's got to try and take the position. He wanted to go standard. If he had gone the standard lap, or if he had chosen even better to Joker earlier, he might have been up in front of Kevin and Timmy Hansen. But whatever happens, the tactics went in the favour of Niklas Gronholm. I think Timmy Hansen possibly slightly wide in the Joker lap. Comes into the merge, on board with Kevin. You can see Timmy is in P2, and that is it. Job done. Niklas Gronholm takes TQ. Well, here are the standings then at the end of Q4. Niklas Gronholm has taken TQ. Unbelievable. 3 session wins. He did it when it counted and stamped his authority on it in Q4. Timmy Hansen is in P2. Timozyanov is 3rd, so it's a GRX front row. And then Baccarat has made it up to 4th. Timmy Hansen versus Andreas Baccarat into turn 1 in Norway. Fantastic. Kevin Hansen 5th, Scheider, Kevin Abbring in 7th. Markland holds on in 8th despite that problem in the last session. Bachuska's in, Baumanis, Cyril Raymond, and Gulan Schiesserich did enough to make it, but he's knocked out Liam Doran. Doran doesn't make the cut in Norway.